All right.
145 for the weekend. There we go. God damn.
Well,
Yo, is that sick?
Anyway.
All right, we in here. I don't know where Howling at, but he ain't here, so the show still must go on.
I sit on hill like Lauren.
Anyway,
The rain start coming down.
OmegaSquad podcast episode number 8.
Yep.
8.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yep.
Anyway, number 8.
Yeah,
I'm your
Yes,
host.
Yusuf.
Yes, Yusuf, we can hear you. I'm your host, Mr. Rice Master, aka Rice. Anyway, introduce yourself. Kenny.
Come on, guys. Kenny Bitcoin here. Enjoy some Ruffles chips. Also known as the best Cody of Universe 7. And you know, I'm here to get it rocking. Got some topics we're going to get into. And that's about it.
Anyway, back from I don't know what's going on, but anyway, he's back, Mr. Rift.
Yo, what's going on?
Damn, I'm sorry.
Yo, what's going on?
I want zero problems. How y'all doing tonight? Oh, we're doing
At
fine.
his extended vacation, shall we say?
I mean, you know, it's AKA Boots here. AKA I ain't got none of them jeans.
Hey, I got none of them jeans.
Like, hey, what's going on, guys? It's just Rift.
Lamar.
Lamar's muted.
Hey everybody, it's Lamar, aka Sneaker O'Toole, aka the new Charlie Murphy, aka Family Man, as you can hear in the background. By the way, he gave me that name. I talked to him after I got off the Discord. He gave me that name. Fool. Like, you can use that all you want. I don't care. My name changes every week. I'm like, bet. My name will be Charlie Murphy every week.
What? That's such an honor because of my name.
Yusuf.
It's Asar, aka Ooh, what you got them jeans, aka Ooh, is that a rocket in your pocket, aka money stay full, aka climbing on bitches' titties, aka I'm running out of names, aka all right, it's just me. I'm sorry.
I feel like the climbing on bitches' titties was a story I missed out on that sounded amazing within itself.
Actually, I think he just came up with that one out of nowhere.
That's not always him, y'all. That's also AKA Mr. We Have Watched from the Mountains, AKA Mr. Glory the Hollow Mine, AKA There Will Be No Challenge Today, AKA Sakura-chan.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But yeah, anyway. Anyway, we're gonna start. Couple quick news. NaClRice joins Panda Global. Punk joins Echo Fox. Another.
Ooh, that happened?
Yeah, that happened. So
Interesting.
So another person on Echo Fox, which is like, are you kidding me?
They got a bomb squad.
Blue Mary is coming DLC the KOL 14.
People still
I don't care about the character that much.
I still have to watch it. I still have to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I gotta watch the trailer and stuff too and everything.
So it was like, yo! I'm like, oh, shit. I'm busy.
Anyway, so the other news. Season 3.5 for Street Fighter 5.
Did I miss something?
Okay, so what happened was, what's his name? Tire guy. I can't think of his name. He ran the meta for a while, and then Capcom realized what they did, and Abigail ran the meta. Capcom realized what they did, and now they were like, all right, cool. Now let's let Cammy be a thing for a second, and then
She's always been a thing.
She's always been a thing, and we'll make her a better thing. They don't know what they want to do with this game, but yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah,
basically everything. But she got nerfed to the ground.
I'm not surprised.
I feel like they're trying to make the game more exciting, so they try to add new things like random combos. That people got new combos and shit now. Like for some reason, Geef can now grab after a headbutt. Cammy can do cannon strike after cannon spike and then it's just weird. A lot of weird stuff. But they try to make it more exciting, I guess, because it was kind of dull and pretty straightforward the last patch. And Abigail was kind of retarded.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Kenny, how you feel? Okay. Or don't say shit. Anyway. Well, one thing I can say, they gave Chun-Li some nice little stuff.
You're still not gonna play the game.
I'm not gonna play the game. The game is dead to me, honestly. I'm sorry. Dragon Ball's here, so.
But for the people who actually care about Street Fighter,
people who actually care, I do like what some of the stuff they did. They made her V skill combo. You can combo into it now, which is like yay.
Playing this game is like being a bad marriage, man.
Because that actually was a terrible V skill. I don't understand why they gave that to her. They could have gave her something else. Huh?
Kakosho?
No, not Kakosho. Her V skill.
Oh, the hop.
The little jump shit thing, diagonal jump shit, which was completely terrible.
Yeah, it don't.
But it's actually better now. You can actually combo into it. I think they buffed her V Trigger 1 too a little bit also. I gotta look over these notes and see real quick. But from some of the stuff I did see, I do like what they did with Chun-Li. But the game's still garbage, so I'm not playing it.
Okay, there's no point in you talking then. But anyway, with Bison, since every interesting change that kind of affects him in a good way. Since every V reversal that is a strike is now a frame slower, Bison can dash behind and punish while in V Trigger 1 and in V Trigger 2, so he can get some really cool punishes off. That is also a subtle shout out to Tampa Bison for putting that tech out there. I saw that earlier today, and that was one of the changes he got in the 3.5. So everybody getting that V reversal or nerf is actually a buff to him because he has a dash that makes him cross up and makes his hitbox, go to the other side when he dashes.
Yeah.
Overall, how I feel about season 3.5 of Street Fighter 5. I don't know. All the characters I want aren't out yet. Bison has kind of run his course when I've heard about Cody. So I'm still waiting on Cody, Falca, G. Basically, everybody that's coming out like after Falca, I'm looking forward to in some way. I'll try to enter tournaments more when Falca comes out if she's good. I do have plans to come to Combo Breaker, and I do need to register for Evo soon.
Yeah, I got registered for Evo too. So
yeah, so we're trying to get all of OmegaSquad to go to Evo as a group. I think that'd be really cool.
Yes, sir.
It'll be my first Evo. It'll be my first time in Vegas. That'll be two birds with one stone. You know what I'm saying?
That'll be my first time in Vegas. I mean, my first time at Evo. My second time at Vegas.
Yeah,
my first time on the West Coast.
Yeah, that too.
No, that'd be my first. This would be my first time in Vegas. That's why I think I really want to go that bad.
My second time on a plane.
I'll try to toss some dice, play some blackjack, and do the whole.
Oh
thing.
yeah, we in there for some blackjack.
Yeah.
You know how I am when it comes to blackjack.
Yeah.
Blackjack 22.
That's right.
Blackjack 22. Wait, I'm losing.
Oh wait, y'all watched Martin back in the day, didn't y'all?
Man, it's been a long time. Okay, I can't lie.
This is Blackjack 22.
Well, all right. So, NCR happened this weekend.
Uh-oh.
We're not going to get to the results yet. We're going to talk about the other situation that happened between Goichi with Mena and Kaba. Basically, Kaba was being a crowd monster, being extra loud in his ear and Goichi's ear. Goichi.
Was it Mena or was it Kaba?
It was Kaba. It was Kaba that was loud as shit.
Okay.
And basically,
salty about that?
Goichi got a little salty because he lost the match and everything. And it kind of got blown up. So, whole bunch of shit talking about, like, people talking about, oh, Kaba should be banned. He shouldn't be allowed at tournaments anymore. And then it got extra disrespectful and everything, which was like, I don't understand how the hell it escalated this far. But anyway, what are your thoughts? I know Kenny, you got a lot to say on this one.
I'm gonna do my first thing because I got a lot of things going on back here.
Well, I said Kenny, but damn. All right, Lamar.
No, I'm gonna do mine real quick. First and foremost, I grew up in an area where we did tournaments in the basement of bars, and we were loud as hell, hype as hell, and we would still be able to play our matches. So if they can't handle that, then I don't know what to tell you. I feel like they don't need to play, but at the same time, I do kind of feel like the frustration that people are having about it because they don't want it to happen to them. Hey, aka Wolf Crown, he can bitch and man about it all you want.
You can be
but at the end of the day, you can't. It's just that's the environment you're in.
They're not required to give you headphones. Fuck.
I'm about to say, you think this is loud, dude? Try going to like Evo in the fucking convention center when we done, and then we move from the convention center to a stadium. That's gonna be real quiet. Yeah, it's gonna be a golf. It's gonna be a golf match in there. All right, that's all I had to say. Kenny, go nuts.
Okay, well, I'm on the fence about it because I see where Goichi's coming from, but also the unnecessary slander thrown at Kaba and Mena's country is very disrespectful.
Yes.
So okay, first and foremost, if you look at the match, they made it seem like Kaba was right next to him, like that freaking Daywalker and I Am Legend, like screaming in Will Smith's ear. Like they made it seem like he was that close when he wasn't. He was behind Goichi, probably directly behind Goichi, and he was yelling and he was hyped. Now, the reason I have no sympathy for Goichi in this particular situation is because Kaba has been talking shit in his language of Spanish since Street Fighter V came out.
Since he's been really,
I think his first major was actually NEC.
I think it was, and NEC he was loud as shit too.
Yeah, and he was doing that the whole time. Now he also received positive stuff and also negative. He also received positive and negative feedback. The positive being Cool Kid's wife. She was saying, I for one look forward to the day where we can both talk shit in the same venue because we'll be right next to each other with megaphones, and I think that would be great. Like I'm all for the hype. So. On that note, I feel for him because the backlash he got was kind of like unnecessary, in my opinion. Now on the other side of things, because I'm playing devil's advocate here, Goichi is not from here. So in Japan, they do gentle ass golf claps and very calm and very,
sophisticated. Calm environment.
Yeah, like they do golf claps for like you can see at Evo Japan when someone won, there was like a little bit of hype and then that was it. It wasn't much talking or yelling or stuff like that. So when you come to the U.S., I can't even say East or West. So when Goichi comes to the U.S., he's not used to how we do things over here. At least that's what I'm feeling. Now, what doesn't make sense to me is that he was at Final Round, and I can guarantee you Final Round was more hype than NCR, which means more people jumping around getting hype or whatever. And you could also, at Final Round, as another point of reference for Kaba, he was watching Mena's match, and he was hype. You can see him in the background yelling. You know who he is. You've seen him before. If you've seen Mena, you've seen Kaba. It's like Tien and Chaozu. They side by side.
Tien and Chaozu.
So, I don't really sympathize for Goichi in that regard. But at the same time, I'm assuming, after reviewing the tapes like a referee, the one part where Kaba should have stopped is when Goichi waved his hand back.
Waved his hand,
stop. That's where Kaba should have stopped, and that should have been it. But Kaba kept going. So on that aspect, on that part of the story,
Kenny,
huh?
That's not before a second.
Go ahead.
How close was he to this man?
I don't know.
I think he was right behind him, to be perfectly honest.
No.
That's why I
thought they played on stage now.
Because no, it wasn't on stage. It was off stream.
No, it was off stream match.
So if you look at the video, whoever's holding the phone, I think Kaba is directly next to the person holding the phone.
Yeah, basically.
And that person is pretty close. So I'm assuming he was right there.
Then you can't get mad at it. All right. I don't mean to interrupt what you're saying, but it's an off-stream match. Off-stream match. You know how it be. You know how niggas used to be when they play Marvel.
Right. That's what I don't get it. It's like I was talking to Hayo about it. Hayo came from the Marvel 2 era where he was an East Coast player at Evo.
Had no
West Coast people. Yeah, exactly. But not only that, when he was on the stage at Evo, people were throwing ice chips at him, being disrespectful and all that shit, and he embraced it. So you telling me you can't take one dude yelling during your match?
Right.
Did you not see Final Round last year when it was Wolf Curran versus K Brad and everybody was bumping their chair and all that shit? Are you serious? You know what I mean? So, and everybody wanted Wolf Curran to lose that.
And Wolf Curran tried to say, people making noise behind me and shit. No, that's not an excuse, nigga. whatever.
You're
to be on not trying to really take off from, but I will say that after that match between Wolfcron and K-Brad never beat Wolfcron again after that.
Yeah.
So
not gonna lie, the facts are proving it.
That
I
is-
will.
But that's cool, though.
I
But
can honestly say that.
it would have been
But that's
bullshit.
Street Fighter
It would have been silly if well, that too. But it would have been a different story if K-Brad was. It would have been a different story if K-Brad was the one complaining about sound. The fact that Wolfcron is complaining about something means, you know, the time of day is changing.
Yeah, but he always complaining about shit like that.
That's
Like
what
we
I'm saying.
already know
So
the
it's-
hit Crohn's thing
After,
and all
after
that.
a while, it falls on deaf ears, and that that head Crohn's thing is like beyond old now.
Yeah.
So, I don't really get the backlash Kaba's gotten because he's been doing it for the past 3 years. So for this to become a complaint now is kind of on deaf ears to me.
That's the problem I have now. Like, people are too much being pussies nowadays, man. They want to complain about every fucking thing, and this shit.
Yeah, I don't get it. I feel like if Goichi didn't have like the whole Kaba situation, there would have been a complaint about his shoe being tied, or the glare from the TV being in his eye, or some shit like that. Like, after a while, the excuses become so fucking like irrelevant to me that I'm just like, you know what, you lost. How about that?
But this is the other thing. Like, if you're a sponsored player, your job is to play under whatever condition there is to play under.
Basically,
right.
I feel like if you go to Japan, right, in their tournaments, you have to abide by their culture and how they do things.
Well, yeah.
So for him to come over here, I understand that Koichi didn't, might have felt pressure, but he should be used to that by now.
He should be used to it because he's been over here many times. And plus,
now if Kaba was like right next to his ear yelling, I understand. I would have a problem with that. Like, I had like 1,000 niggas surrounding me when I was fighting somebody. Another story, another time, but that it happens.
We all have a story of like people being loud and everything, and
you can't sit there and say you want this one person banned because you was feeling a little salty.
I don't think he necessarily said that he should be banned.
I mean, there's people that saying that he should be banned, like for like a few Capcom Pro Tour events and shit.
No, that's unfair. Yeah.
No, I think it's more. I think the reason why it caught so much flack was because other people were saying that he should be banned. Not Goichi. I don't think Goichi said that.
No, Goichi didn't say that.
Those are just
at least I don't think so.
And motherfucking people who just want something to say on Twitter. Oh, the fuck you
basically the fucking people who don't go to shit.
Niggas,
but here's another thing, though.
Those are my favorite people.
But here's another thing, though. Don't go
with anime picture.
Don't go try to do the whole the racist thing, come out the whole country because of Kaba doing that. That was getting a little ridiculous. There's plenty of things to bust on Mena about. You ain't got to do the racist card. You can talk about a lot of things about Mena.
He had nothing else to say, so he pulled out the racist card, which I think
which is wow.
It's kind of whack to me.
I mean, you mad.
That's straight up online toxicity shit. You already know. And when shit don't go right, you already know. Nigger! That happens all the time. Like, they have no argument. They just have no choice. Just go straight to the juggler. Like,
he got 3 kills. He got a UAV. That's a fucking nigger on the stick.
Nigger.
I mean, I'd rather us not use that word on a fucking podcast.
Yeah, let's not use that.
How raw is this podcast?
Huh?
How raw is this podcast?
We raw, dog.
Well, yeah, like I said.
But back on track for this particular instance, I don't see Kaba getting reprimanded. But what I do appreciate is Mena being like, you know what? If you're gonna treat my boy like that and slander him like that, I'm not coming to any of the events in the U.S.
Yeah, and
I respect him for taking that stance.
That's fine, taking that stance, but that's or on the face or online trolls.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But to be real, like I respect him saying that, but I'd be damned if someone's just because some fucking people online is going to stop me from.
But this
winning
is
tournament and money.
We're adults. Think about it. Mena is, I think, it's like what, 19, 20?
Yeah, he is young though.
So he's young, so he's not used to being disrespected that quickly because he just became the CPT champion, and he's still getting his feet wet in the scene. And he's still relatively new.
That's true.
So
I'm pretty sure he said something.
Coming at him like this in this heavy of a swarm is probably a lot for him. So he can probably take a step back
because he seems like a quiet person anyway.
Yeah, so he could take a step back and chill and just weigh his options. Like, you know what I mean? He could probably run through everybody that was talking shit anyway, right?
I mean, of course.
So it's him taking like a quiet stance on it by backing off like from the community. That's fine because you don't just because you're in the fighting game community doesn't mean you're there to make friends.
Yeah.
So
it'll be nice.
It'd be nice.
But it's not.
But you also gotta remember that everybody's not your friend in this shit.
I mean, Wolf Crone comes by himself by lonesome, and everybody hates him. So
he did the shit.
He dug his own grave.
That's because he's a bitch ass nigga. That's why.
Basically,
he comes. He don't talk to nobody. He just come play his match. Lose.
Well, I'm gonna put it this way, and I'm gonna rest on my laurels on it. If Naba wants to get hype at an East Coast event, he's gonna be more than welcome to do so. If that were final round, defend the North, whatever, it wouldn't have been a problem.
Right, it would have been, yeah.
That's just facts. Unless I'm missing something.
Yes, yeah, definitely, Julian.
Luigi should stay away from playing Marvel then.
Like,
so we should just stay away.
And on that note, it wasn't it loud as shit during the exhibition between him and Sonic Fox? Like, wasn't it? Like, really?
But it was on stage, right?
That
yeah,
shit was loud.
Right,
everybody was loud. Rice was there.
But he had headphones on that shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to see now.
Like, people forgot, like, those headphones are provided as a courtesy. It's not required. Only thing that's required is you bring your fucking controller and you fucking play.
I really want to know how close Cabo was.
He probably was within a few, like,
even if he was that close,
a couple feet.
Still, that's like saying players now have to be back a further certain amount of feet for players playing off a stream. No, nigga,
not even watch. Like if the nigga is in my ear, I have a right to tell him to back up.
Yeah.
No, you do have to be a certain distance from people, obviously, because you can't be right on them while they're playing a fucking match.
Man, tell that to the Marvel fucking niggas. Tell that to the niggas who used to watch. Oh, I shouldn't be saying that. Tell that to the people who used to watch Marvel.
Did you really just try to say
I love how he's following his own word. He's like, I can't be saying this word, and he's taking with it.
Tell that to the people who used to watch Marvel in hype ass Street Fighter 4 matches. Unless that shit is on stage, it's free fucking game.
Not necessarily, dog.
I mean, yeah, if a nigga up on your shoulder, excuse me, if a person is up on your shoulder,
he's really trying. And I respect him for it. By the way, for the record,
I'm a little tipsy right now, so I have to stop myself.
If a Ningen did that to Daigo,
if a Ningen.
If a Ningen did that to Daigo, there'll be a problem. That nigga probably had to be. I'm sorry, I said nigga. Ningen had to be on trial.
I mean, no, it doesn't matter because when it's a hype ass match and everybody crowding around, you get a man some space to play, but I ain't got to be 10 feet away from you just so you can't hear me.
Right.
They didn't have headphones on either.
So you got to provide your own headphones.
That's what I mean. That's
another thing. That's another thing. These fucking
entitled fucking
motherfuckers. Yes, I'm gonna say fucking motherfuckers need to learn that before all this shit, we didn't have this shit. So provide your own shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Play music. Play your own music. Do something, but
because that actually irritates the hell out of me. That's one of the biggest things, the easiest way to piss me off.
Everybody has the expectation. Oh, it has to be some HyperX headphones up on the stage, or I'm not going to play.
Well,
bring your own headphones
or bring your own shit. Because another thing is, if you're going to keep bothering me about some damn headphones or no sound, trust and believe, you probably going to be playing on that setup with no sound and shit.
Yeah.
If it's my choice.
I mean, not to be biased towards players, but I mean, it's just if you're going to complain about something fucking real.
They don't know how to complain about real things because That's what it is. We live in this like the fighting community has changed now to a point where it's like it's catering all those dudes who want special treatment just because they're either a good player or this is their first tournament.
Which is why I said in the beginning of this race, this is the reason why I don't like the esports model, because it takes away the fucking personality.
It takes away the personality. And it's really just it's so boring now. Like like dudes won't even do side bets no more. Like now that they are actually being done to the point where like everybody knew about it. But it was like there was a time where if you spent too much money on food over the weekend, you can at least walk away with $20 in your pocket if you guess correctly. Now it's just who you like. I like Minna. You gonna put 5 on it? 5 what? Never mind. I've overstepped my boundaries, and I apologize.
Oh wait, you're not allowed to do side betting at a Capcom event.
Nah,
come the fuck on.
Wait. There better just be undercover dudes ready to kick me out. That's what I mean. Like, there better just be a person who is in the crowd telling me I can't do these things.
Well, it's more so of it's like if it's seen on stream, then it can have repercussions. Like it's in the Capcom Pro Tour rule set.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good thing I'm not a top player.
How can you police? How can you police? How can you police a crowd of people?
Like you said, if it's on stream, because like I'm rewatching the beginning of Goichi versus Sonic Fox, where you see Holland sitting on the stage, just leaning on the stage. And there's a good shot of the crowd, so it's just like people could be standing up shaking hands. I can only mean one thing: either they haven't seen each other in a long time. I know, I ain't seen you in a while, or that's a gentleman's agreement.
That's the air shake. All right, I got you. $5.
No, you shake hands and point. You point, shake hands. That's what shit actually. No, but yeah, it's become this esports model of like. Fair is fair. It's killing to the point where we're losing a piece of. Oh no, the headphones did go on. Okay, an hour later. Yeah, the headphones did go on after an hour.
And it's more than a piece. You're losing your personality.
Yeah.
But there's more money involved, so it's okay, right?
I'm about to say there's more money involved. People are literally walking away with college funds.
When motherfuckers used to play this shit, it wasn't about the money. It was about fucking
pride.
Yeah, it was
pride.
It was never about the money.
Now it's about the money.
You got a pot. Oh, $250? Yeah, I took y'all money, but no, I'm the fucking best.
Okay, hear me out though. It's $250 from a thing that like no real company was backing. But now you got companies backing it to the point where it's just like, yo, I can make some actual bank off of this now.
Yep.
Like Red Bull,
Capcom. When you build something into an esports model, that'll put a lot more eyes on your product, and that's what Street Fighter 5 did.
And then everyone fell in place.
But at the same time, sometimes a game is so good fundamentally, or you just promoted the right way that it doesn't need a circuit, i.e., Dragon Ball. So Dragon Ball. If you haven't noticed, Arxis has not, announced any type of pro tour or tournament of power, huh?
They got not for Dragon Ball, but they got this thing. They got the circuit for Guilty Gear.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying specific. Okay, well, fine, fuck it.
That's not Arxis.
Bandai Namco has not announced anything for Dragon Ball, and it's just a great game at every grand final for every tournament.
After how many years they want to announce something for Guilty Gear?
It's not even. And the thing is, it's not even Arxis. No, but Kenny's still right though. It's not even Arxis. That's Red Bull. Red Bull doing that. Arxis is just like you need that thing.
Yeah, so I don't even think Arxis needs to add anything and just let the game grow organically. Because for me, the new characters switch up the meta. There's balance changes coming, I'm assuming, and it's still fun to watch. With that transition in mind, let's talk about these NCR results.
Yes, sir.
That was so smooth.
Anyway,
which game we doing first, Rice?
Well, let's start with the game that's pretty much been the drama was Street Fighter 5. First place was Tokido. Second place,
Evo champ.
Second place was Daigo,
the best.
And third place was NaClRice with
Young Bull.
And an honorable mention of Infiltration in fourth.
The other Evo champ.
Yay, Daigo's finally getting his stride in this game. Tokido, he's the man.
What you talking about? It's all God. I don't know what you talking about.
Oh shit. That's all God. What do you mean? What the fuck up?
I was it looks pretty like standard results to me. Tokido is showing like, you know, his dominance and how well he's adjusted to the game because he's won a couple majors and Evo in Street Fighter 5. It's funny, all the characters you see here have the potential to be top 5, especially with the 3.5 butts. Akuma, Guile, Cammy, I think is probably top 3.
Cammy's always been, and here's the thing. Cammy has always been top 7 in this game.
Yeah, just about.
What they buffer for?
And we got Mr. Holland. Omega
stuck his ass in.
Came out of nowhere.
But and then after that, Knuckle do using a variety of characters. He likes his blondes, in case y'all ain't noticed. So it's Cammy, Guile, and Mika, all the blondies, all the high tier blondies. Mika also has some new stuff in 3.5. Guile and Cammy. Infiltration with Minot and Jury. I don't know. I don't like Minot at all, but I like that character. Looks frustrating. Everything about the way that character is supposed to be played looks like he's supposed to just chip away. Like she looks like Dawson and Rose put together almost.
That's essentially what she is.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Excuse me.
But
she's Rose, but even more annoying.
Yeah, so with Tokido, I wasn't surprised at how good he did. I noticed in terms of his V trigger, I noticed V trigger 1 is still the go-to.
Because you got access to the demon.
Yeah, so you have
Why would you get rid of that?
Yeah, exactly. So you have access to 2 really good critical arts. You have the lava pit and the raging demon. So,
which I don't understand. Why would they take that away? What was they
take what away?
Raging demon away if you use
in V trigger 2. Yeah.
Well, because it all had to do with meter anyway. Because that, remember, you could convert with that V trigger. I thought was cool is you could convert EX moves into V trigger powered moves, so you get the same meter that way. I don't know. I think he'd be even more broken if he would have raging demon in both. That would be kind of crazy.
But that's his move.
I mean, it's Akuma, so he kind of should, but
right.
Sounds like a lot. You want him to have the access to 2 critical arts and 2 different V triggers that both activate a 0 frame critical art.
I mean, yeah. Wouldn't he does in any other game?
That's too much, dog. That sounds like too much. A game like this where it's hard to react to anything as it is. Sounds like too much to me.
Did they ever fix that input lag yet?
They're whittling it down because remember it's on the Unreal Engine, so anything they have to do graphics wise or like anything intense like that,
they gotta call 10 people.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get like remember how they're doing a yearly patch. I think for season 4 it might get reduced some more.
Well, you know what I said about that last time.
What?
They should have tested that shit.
They would have missed out on money though.
This shit was a fucking cash grab. We all know.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. It still feel like when the beta was out, it had less lag, which is hilarious.
It was a perfect beta.
Beta. It was cool.
It was a perfect beta.
Man, once you unleash it to the masses, the netcode got stressed on top of offline stuff. No. It's hard to predict what the problem was. I wish that Capcom was more transparent in what the problem is and how they're working to fix it. Instead, they're just like, "Oh, my bad. Here's server maintenance."
Oh, my bad, people.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
Dragon Ball results.
Anyway, Dragon Ball results.
How you gonna come out with a hot demo and then the real thing come out and it's trash? Like
sound bitter. Anyway, Dragon Ball.
First place, Luigi. Yeah.
No surprise.
Second place was Moke. Third was Super Noon.
Super Noon?
Yeah, Super Noon. And honorable mention of Chris G in 4th.
Yep.
And in case you look at the characters, we have Goichi with adult Gohan, Cell, and Vegeta. Moke with Cell, Trunks, Vegeta. And then Super Noon with Kid Buu, Vegeta. Vegeta with Trunks, 18, and
Vegeta. What does the scouter say about his power level?
Character?
The best assist in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, Vegeta is one of the best assists in the game, and two, like a really solid anchor, just because he has a meterless DP, so he can bust out of pressure.
He has really good neutral, some safe normals with the quarter circle for a medium punch, and the vanish is a good string. I don't know. This is a good character to put anywhere except point, really.
Yeah, so I mean, I still don't think Vegeta is like the best character in the game, like by himself, but he's definitely like the best assist. And if you have him in the back with meter, you can EX DP out of crap and
regular DP out of crap.
Yeah, regular DP out of crap, and like in sparking, he becomes obnoxious.
Yes, sir.
So
and we already know what Gohan is ridiculous, and Kid Buu is the best character in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Goichi is freaking ridiculous, but yeah. Like nobody could touch that dude. It was crazy.
Yeah, he's showing similar symptoms to like Infiltration in Vanilla Street Fighter 5, where he was just ahead of a lot of people.
Yeah. He's like Chris G those few years in like Ultimate Marvel,
Marvel 3,
where it was just like everybody's just fighting for second.
Yeah, it's like everyone's playing catch up until it might take like a year or two to get a game off him, because it was pretty free once he was in Grand Finals. He's regardless of a set, I think even sets he's even scarier too, because there's so much for you to figure out on top of him being incredible. So
yeah, so that actually made it a little bit less interesting to watch, because I was watching, that's all I really wanted to watch on NCR, but you already knew who was going to win.
Yeah, that's why I didn't tune in too much. I was like, I forgot Goichi signed up for Street Fighter and Dragon Ball. So once I saw Dragon Ball, I'm like, all right, never mind. I'm going to do something else then.
Oh, yep, he won.
Yeah. Moke's team. I actually do like Moke's team a lot. He has 2 solid assists, Cell on point, and then a DEC.
He got 2 really good point characters, though.
Yeah, he does. So he can kind of switch it up if he likes the point matchup better. Super Noon with the best Kid Buu and Cell Vegeta. That's probably, out of all these, I think that's potentially I'm not going to say the weakest team, but synergy-wise, I don't see it. Just because Kid Buu doesn't really need any assist except...
do you not know what Kid Buu can do with a lockdown assist?
I didn't finish a fucking sentence. That would be dope. So with Kid Buu and Vegeta, I really don't think he needs anything except like maybe a beam to cover him in neutral. But other than he has a command made away from himself. So
you don't need
with the lockdown assist, like maybe 16 or Vegeta, he's still incredibly good. Because wait, on hit does 16's assist for standing?
Not exactly, but it forces a whole lot of hit stun.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I never really looked at that, but yeah. And then Chris with Trunks 18 Vegeta,
which is the most fair team of them all.
Yeah, that's a pretty mid-tier team compared to the other 3 teams. But still, he makes up for it with some good neutral. He doesn't mount a lot of offense. He just waits for you to come to him. A lot of the times in this game, Chris, he just waits.
Yeah, he plays like how he plays Marvel.
Yeah, he uses the Marvel skills. Just wait you out and wait for you to do something stupid.
Yeah, but he has a Maul character because Trunks can go ham. So
yeah.
So can 18, really, but
yeah, exactly. They're interchangeable.
Not as good as Trunks.
Yeah, but his entire team has to work like optimize the hell out of their combos for damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's about it for Dragon Ball. Pretty standard stuff. Goichi on top for a while until somebody stops him.
Yeah. So,
and wake up, Lamar. We got Tekken results.
Yeah, I know. It was exciting. Tekken was actually damn exciting this weekend.
Yeah, Tekken was pretty good.
Yeah. So
there was only one geese in top 8. Oh.
I know. Always. as always, though. I always feel like there was one geese in top 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to Old Man Kudos.
Since you love this game.
Yeah, I'm already saying it. Like, shout out to Old Man Kudos. He tried. He tried. It was like insane, but the max range uppercut was just too much for me to deal with. And he came back with like no
World
help.
Tour champion right there.
I know, but it was. I felt bad because I'm like, this is the second time I've seen him. Second time I've seen him this season. I saw him at Tiger Uppercut, and I saw him now. He still is a solid with Devil Jin.
Yeah.
Period. But I feel like the MVP for this one. I can't say his name either. It's my first time ever seeing him, and I feel like Kakoma, I've never saw him play before. And I feel like I need to start watching more and more footage. I'm like,
is this
damn.
all Japan and Korea top 4?
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Top 4, basically.
Top 4 was basically.
Yeah.
We got first place goes to Fox the Saint. Second place is Kudons with Double Gen. Kakoma, I cannot say his name. That's how bad I've ever
say Koma. Just say Koma.
Koma.
It's like you're stuttering to say Koma.
Yeah, Kakoma. With Dragunov, Kazumi, and Double Gen and Paul. And then
covering all
NCR with Dragunov. He literally covered it. Was like, that's how I say he's the MVP for me for this one because he beat JDCR. He basically climbed all the way through losers, and they got to losers finals, but he just couldn't finish it up. But he still that was the MVP for that one for me. And also he really did like pick up like everything out of his hat. He's like, all right, I got a Paul. That shit ain't working. All right, I got this Dragunov. There we go. Yeah. All right, cool. Next one. All right, Kazumi. All right, so that's the one thing about this game.
That's the one thing about this. Warring or something like that.
I'm about to say like, yeah, he pulled out easily top 5.
Yeah,
almost. Yeah. So it was just like he did a damn thing. But I'm gonna Spooky has it clipped, and I had that joint bookmarked because that comeback that Saint did. It was last game, last round. Yeah, last game, last round. Saint was still in winner's side, but one game resets, and he had no health. And Kudons had like at least 70 to 80% health, and he still won that match. Yeah, it was just, oh man, I yelled. That was a clip.
One thing I appreciate about Tekken, or like anything Namco Bandai, especially in 2018, is their grand finals, or even like the top 8 is ridiculously hype every time.
Yeah.
So between Dragon Ball and Tekken, and with Soul Calibur on the way, it's looking pretty good for Namco.
They're looking pretty right now.
Yeah.
But quick question: are we gonna talk about? But yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's basically it with Tekken. I feel like it was standard. It was after the initial hype. It is still your standard.
Standard international high level.
Korean, Japanese people. There's an American there. Shout out to Joe Fury. He was there. He synced it. And
he synced it.
That's how I always look at it. I always look at Tekken like, all right, cool. So like, you were there. You seen it.
The nose by.
Quick question before we hop off this NCR stuff. Can we talk about EX Fighting Layers a little bit, or we just?
Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, I can't wait for that game, Doug.
I forgot it was at NCR, man.
It was Justin
and everything.
Yeah, Justin versus a bunch of people apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had Marn versus Vicious. They had who else I'm looking at? They had a bunch of really cool really cool matches. I got to see a lot of during Meister. Got to see a lot of Skullomania stuff. It was cool.
I didn't get to see any of it, so like.
Oh yeah, it's a cool watch.
Did they announce like any other characters?
No, they didn't. On Twitter, they showed the start. They showed the start screen. That was it.
Yeah. As far as who's playable, they don't really have anybody. Well, from the beta that we got a while ago, Dr. Dark was available. But other than that, like they didn't like reveal and let anybody let you play like any new character. But the game is just fun, yeah. Still probably gonna be busted as fuck even after they
Oh yeah, I don't. This real talk again. I'm still trying to figure out. if they're gonna let people use GUI or not. I'm like, this is some real shenanigan stuff here.
I mean, it looks real Street Fighter EX3. Like
it does. It was like hey, now you can be invisible. Wait, what? Yeah, you can be invisible. What is the counter to it? And motherfuckers like people are like, what is the counter to it? Well, yeah, you can counter it, but that's still going to be overly frustrating.
It's not quite that bad to deal with once you get used to it. You just have to. You got to be real on your toes about what's going on in the game.
I feel like it makes it kind of fun too. Not gonna lie to you, it makes it really fun.
When they dash and then they just disappear and you get nothing. Like you don't get a shadow, you get nothing.
The only tip you get is if the camera zooms out,
then they jump.
Okay, he jumped. That's all you get. But no, I feel like that's gonna be the main because watching some of this gameplay, that's going to be the main thing.
The main goal
is if they let if they go, that's going to be the main thing that's going to like separate. Because like, yeah, you have a good Durin, but my Juggernaut Durin is better than your Ghost Durin. I promise you that. Like, and then you just go from there.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about that is Ghost is real good to give you kind of like a built-in mix-up where you literally just can't see what's coming next if you let them sit. But all of the other Gogis have a lot more, kind of combat effectiveness where they have stuff that they could do to actually help them in the fight. Whereas Ghost really doesn't allow you to do anything special. It just makes it easier for you to hit them because they can't see what you're doing exactly.
Okay, I don't mean to be that guy, but what makes this a good game?
Right now, for me, right now, it's still on the edge. For me, right now, it's still on edge.
For me, it's like Street Fighter, just because it has like all of the basics of Street Fighter, but it's more fast paced and it's like a mixture between on some Street Fighter stuff and some Marvel stuff, kind of like how KOF is, but a lot easier to get into because everything that you can do it's not nearly as execution heavy.
Yeah, it really isn't. Yeah, you can even cancel your supers. Like, all right, do this one. All right, now I'm gonna do this one. Like, yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's like playing Street Fighter, but with all of the flashy stuff that you would expect in a flashier game. That's basically what Street Fighter EX has always been, and this adding the Gogis, so you like special abilities onto it. It's pretty much just another evolution of Street Fighter EX. So if you like the EX2 kind of style of stuff, where you're kind of just dashing in and going ham, like your footsies are dash up, low forward, and you can cancel that into a full combo, like crazy type of shit. If you like that crazy kind of shit, then
it's gonna. That's like, and from my point of view, like I said, it's a fun game. I feel like when they make the decision with the GUI system or not, that's going to be the big community thing. On a community standpoint, they're going to be like, no, I don't like the GUI, or I think if you just describe it, if you don't know how to use it, I'm like, then that's going to be an annoying-ass conversation later. People are going to be... It's to me, I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. You just got to learn and adapt. But to other people, Reddit people, they're going to be upset.
Yeah, they're probably going to get hit with some GUI stuff and be salty as shit. Like when Alan links like 4 supers on you or something like that, you're gonna be mad.
But yeah, I feel like without it, it'd be just EX with better graphics, which ain't nothing wrong with it. But I also would see that getting boring after a while.
Yeah, so
like, that would get boring after like a month. Like, all right, that was cool. All right, back to DBZ. That's how it would be. Like the GUI thing makes it like, all right, I play this character in this way. Now let me try to play Spellemania in a Gogi. It's like now I'm gonna try to play it this way with a different setup.
Yeah,
and like it's just, that's what makes it kind of interesting. Gives it kind of creativity.
Yeah, the abilities you have make.
All I care about is Hokuto and I forget how you pronounce her name.
Still gonna be Ash.
What the fuck?
You hate like shit.
Hold up, hold. I'm better than you in every game we play.
Oh man, big boy words.
All
right, cool. So speaking of drama,
it's savage in here.
So speaking of drama, this ELeague show, real quick. This ELeague show, I just saw that. What?
What about it? Yo,
what? I just saw this.
Hold on. My thing about that is I see a whole lot of people hating on who they have for the show. I don't know who the hell they was supposed. I don't know who everybody had in mind.
Yeah,
that's real shit. That's real.
I'm about to say because literally this looks like something I would actually watch. I feel like I wish it had another female, but then again, Sherry creates drama within herself.
But all right, perfectly. So look at it. Look at it like this.
All right.
You got like the token. You got kind of the token freaking flagship female in Sherry Jennings.
Sherry Jennings, yeah.
You got Guilty. So you got. I'm not gonna.
I didn't read that name.
We're not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch on Guilty like personally too much. But anyway, Guilty's also a solid female player. So. You got Sherry, you got Guilty, you got
shut up, Kenny.
You got the fucking the like quintessential on air bad guy and low tier guy. Like people were hating on why fucking DeLon Sparrow is in this. Why the hell? If I was like a TV producer, I would want LTG in that shit because he's not nearly. I mean, all right, come on, let's be honest. We know he's not nearly as good as most of the people who are actually high tournament placers. He's never placed high in the tournament, but he's infamous. That man is infamous.
You need the drama. You need the drama.
He's a solid player, and if he brings any of that friggin' persona that he brings on YouTube or on his stream, he's going to bring all the drama.
Listen, I think it's a match made in heaven because I want to hear him and Rob TV argue about Street Fighter.
Oh my god, I want to see like LTG. It looks cool because he's in there in purpose. I mean, he's in there in person and he's all smiles and everything's and he's chilling. So I'm glad you get to see that side of him because he's actually a really cool dude.
He's cool.
But when you see that man get shot, oh my god, that's gonna be funny.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Like, I think they have a good like mixed mash of like calm and hype people. Like you see JB in there, who's basically a ninja half the time because he don't talk.
Yeah, he don't talk. He's calm as anything.
Commander Jesse, Sherry, Guilty, and my homie Dayasha.
Yo, Dayasha.
Last but not least, that is the man right there. If there's anybody that has a lot of personality and is very approachable and fun to be around, it's definitely Dayasha. So I'm really happy.
That's the means, yo.
That's the homie. So like when I found out he was on there, I was like, wait, is that Dayasha? I'm in there, yo.
I saw him with his big boss shirt on. I'm like, yo, Dayasha? I'm like, oh,
yeah.
You're right.
So I will definitely be tuning in to TBS day one of the series premiere of this because this is going to be funny.
Yeah, it seems like they brought in.
Don't forget we got Rob TV also.
Yeah, Rob TV. I mean, he's a good personality, but I think they brought him in more because he's a good player. But it's like they have half like really solid players, and then they have pure entertainment value.
Yeah, personalities. Yeah.
So that's a great mix, and for a TV show, you need something like that if you're going.
And the host, my man Tasty Steve, and my man Sage. I was like, yo, I'm actually liking this. So they all in the gaming house. There's gonna be some drama because I don't know if y'all saw the trailer. But apparently Guilty and Lil Tier Guy got some beef.
I mean, at this point, Lil Tier Guy probably got online beef with the whole.
I have a funny feeling it's going to be all fun and games until the wrong thing gets said to the wrong person.
Yo, somebody gonna
Y'all know what I mean.
I can't wait.
You all know what I mean.
No, this is like freaking real world.
Real talk. I'm not gonna ruin the kayfabe for LTG. Never mind.
Wait, what?
Kayfabe. I ain't gonna ruin that kayfabe. The real shit, LTG outside of this, he's a cool ass dude for that's all a persona for. That's a character he plays. He plays Low Tier Guy.
Yeah,
when he's at a tournament, he's Deshaun. So I feel like I don't want to ruin that man's like. You know how like wrestlers have like their gimmick. Like I don't want to come a real person and everything. So I kind of don't want to ruin that. But I have a funny feeling he might ruin it for himself if Guilty beat him one way too wrong, one way too many. He's like, you know what? That's why you're not for real. Even the real, you know what? You're not even real. That's all I'm gonna say. And just walk off.
I don't think that's gonna make it happen.
If that gets said, I think the whole show would stop right then and there.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna make it on air, bro.
I'd be like, because I pray to God doesn't happen, but at the same time,
you just over here imagining the possibilities with that right now.
Right.
The possibilities with that is just kind of, it's just like, I hope it goes well, but I pray to God. For me, that's the worst way that could happen, and that would be horrible.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's probably already over. Like it's probably like everything about it probably already happened.
Yeah.
Out, like heavily, edited where they basically tell their narrative. So I'm sure we're probably not going to see anything too crazy.
They probably kept it clean.
Yeah.
Man, we'll see.
But I know a whole lot of people just want to see LTG get right.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, we already know. Most likely it's going to happen if he got a face like when he got a face like Rob TV. That's going to happen.
I don't even think he's going to beat Cherry or Guilty, dog.
But I just want to see what's the supposed drama between Guilty and
What's the drama between Guilty and LCG?
Yeah.
Oh, LTG run his mouth. That's this the same as the drama between LTG and anybody else, yo. If he know anything about you,
wait, I think I remember now.
He gonna talk that shit.
I mean, it's funny because Momoka, all she did was say salutations. It's 10 a.m. and he's called her a thought. So I mean, the dude is down to go off with anything you care about.
I don't even know if I want to step into that. But was he wrong though?
It was unnecessary.
Okay, all right. He's okay. Yeah, that was unnecessary. But
imagine you walking to work, Colin. You like, man, it's gonna be a great day today. I had my cereal. I got my hair looking. I just got a fresh cut. Somebody walk by and say Sonic 06 is the best Sonic game. You wouldn't be like, okay, that's unnecessary.
No, that would be hilarious. It would be unnecessary, hilarious, and then you would get roasted saying some dumb shit like that. But in this particular situation, apparently somebody basically baited LTG, was like, "Yo, what do you think it is?" And he's like, "What?" And that just became this whole big fucking.
I remember a lot of that.
And then he roasted the shit out of her. So I'm just like, you know what? What you can say. It is what it is.
Yeah, but still, I'm on the camp of it's unnecessary. But however, I'm pretty sure he received a couple hundred followers just for him calling her a 4-letter word because that was so sick.
I mean,
remember he did also do a video.
He knows the ins and outs of social media. So I mean, more power to him. But wow.
Media.
Yeah, so I mean, more power to him. He on TV, we not. Whatever.
He got what he wanted.
Yeah, he came. This is everything, and then he saw Guilty. He was like, "Shit."
Man, imagine that. Imagine reading that cast list. Like, yeah, remember that casting call I did for that show? Yeah, they want me. Yeah, I got the list right now. See who's gonna be in.
Who I'm on the show with? Fuck. Guilty. Shit. Yo, oh my god! If you think,
I mean, like I said, I think if you want to see good television, Low Tier God's probably the first person I would have invited.
Low Tier God and Dayasha are like two of the best choices.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I keep constantly forgetting about that. It's like the 4 people that come to mind when it comes to just entertainment, regardless of even though one of them's a host. Tasty Steve is funny as hell. Low Tier God is funny as hell. Rob TV is funny as hell, and Dayasha is funny as hell. So it's like all of them in one house. I'll take it. I will take it.
Now, people was all speculating like why they put these people on this game on this show. Who y'all think? Who do y'all think that should have been in there? I really want to know. Like, who y'all think should be there?
I ain't gonna lie to you. What would have made this a little funny is K-Brad, but I think I just like hearing his voice when he's excited. Because I don't know why his voice is funny.
When he's excited, it's funny.
When K-Brad is excited, his voice just gets funny.
Personality, but he's the type of player that's like
he's going
to be on like regular ELeague anyway.
Yeah.
So like this is like the challenge supposed to be the quote unquote challenger house where the person who wins this, who comes out of that, gets like an invite to the ELeague Invitational.
Oh, that's what this. Oh,
like a lot of people don't pay attention. Like,
I thought it was just the show.
Might be already in the show. I mean,
because it's supposed to be like 20, I think, right?
Yeah, something like that. Well, but just like how ELeague was last year.
Yeah.
How it had all those people.
Dude, it would have been great to see like Punk there.
Oh yeah, yeah, but that wouldn't even be fair though. Like
that wouldn't be fair because he's.
There'll be no competition. Like you, I mean, sure, he's a personality, but like if you put like Punk or Smug, or somebody else is like fun to watch, but is also like one of the best players, top level player, then you already know who's going to win before it even starts.
Right.
Like with this one, you still kind of have a pretty good idea who's going to win before it starts, but at the very least, I think Low Tier God and Dayasha might be able to take games off of people.
Yeah.
But it's like Sherry or Guilty going to be Punk like ever? No. Right, I'm just being honest.
No, it was just funny because you answered your own question. You want anybody? No.
I mean, because that was rhetorical.
You're right. You're right.
But anyway, like I said, I don't know who the hell else everybody who's salty. I think most of the people who salty either had them or they mans in mind for who was going to be on the show.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure y'all ain't no better. So like, just be happy. Fucking don't hate.
I mean, honestly, realistically, if you want, like I said, I feel like I'm repeating myself and I apologize, but if you want personality, you gonna get it once this show premieres. Because I just from the concept of them being all in the same house together talking shit, I'm in there. I want to see what happens.
That's hilarious. All off the feast right there.
Right. So when I see these guys, I'm assuming a lot of these people here that were like all the cast members are going to be a combo breaker. So if I can make the combo breaker, I'm gonna tell them what was it like to be in the room with each other because I have to know. So yeah, I'm in there. Like I'm excited for it because a lot of the times when it comes to events, you see us like play, and there's not a lot of time to hang out, like except outside of hotel rooms. But you know, what I mean, they're like in a lounge gaming house together, and I just want to see how it all meshes. So.
I hope that you get an opportunity to see a lot of what goes down in majors outside of just the tournament matches.
Right.
You know, more casual, more everybody chilling and shooting the shit. Because that's like that's actually one of the most fun parts about tournaments that most people don't get to see unless you're actually there.
That's 100%.
I honestly go to tournaments now just to fucking chill. I'm not even.
It's like not a lot of people come to every single event trying to like win the trophy and go for the jugular. You know, some just most of them just enjoy hanging out in hotel rooms with people just playing casuals or talking, drinking, whatever. So that's what I feel like. This is like a happy medium. We get to see them play and hang out. So I'd like to see it.
We have a lot of good times. We really do.
Yeah.
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 Yep. Can we catch up and marinara sauce and all types of stuff?
Usually I'd be like, yo, chill. But the fact that you thought that was something besides marinara sauce is
I tasted no kind of I tasted no kind of oregano, no nothing. It was just
honestly, I'm glad nobody else was around because I was embarrassed for you, dog.
No, you weren't, Kenny. You was playing that up so hard that shit.
Man.
Because I was in the moment. I was flabbergasted that he thought it wasn't marinara sauce.
So wait.
It was a tangy ketchup, yo.
It was a tangy ketchup. Really tangy ketchup. I think it was my favorite part of that. I was trying to get going. Man, this is marinara sauce. What's wrong with you? Like, it tastes weird.
Oh, my favorite part was when it was like ketchup, and then I taste it, and then I just give you the friggin' just stares and what kind of
nigga look. No, it was funny when Kenny did it.
And Kenny's like, because Kenny saw that and he was like, wait, Holland, don't say nothing. Everybody.
Because I had to get everybody's perspective. Y'all know how I am, I have to make sure everybody sees what I'm seeing. Because without proof, you got nothing, right? So I say, yo.
And then Kenny's like, let me taste it. All right, hold up. It was just like, man, that's marinara.
One of the times that Riff should have been there.
But Riff ain't never had nothing. You tripping.
All right, I ain't gonna put that man on blast like that, though.
Man,
he's right. Oh.
Yo, where the hell Yusuf at? Been quiet.
I don't know. Yusuf was there too.
He was there. He seen it.
Yep, he seen it.
I seen it.
So I'm assuming that's all we got, boys. Is that a wrap?
Yeah, that's a wrap. Anyway, for our outros. Anyway, Riff.
Yeah, he was there.
He was just there, wasn't he?
He was just there.
I mean,
he's there.
Put me on blast, but sorry.
Anyway, closing statements, words.
Nothing.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
It's like no. Pretty much, guys. Fun and games, but when you come to a tournament, if you want quiet, bring your own fucking headphones
and wash your ass.
Yeah, and before you even get downstairs to the ballroom, before you even get down to the ballroom, make sure you wash your ass.
Wash your ass.
Wash your ass.
And use deodorant.
Use soap.
Soap, water, dry off deodorant.
It's called Speed Stick. It's not expensive.
Or Degree.
And
Irish Spring.
And just because you salty, you don't gotta disrespect somebody's whole country.
Right.
Yeah, it's nobody's faulty that you are salty. You feel what I'm saying?
Plain and simple. Those are my closing statements. Grift out.
All right. Who's next?
I'm gonna do mine only because at the end all be all, we have to just we can't get that salty about disrespecting people, because what happens is the people you hang out with. So like, because you can sit back and be boys with somebody and then they say some off the wall stuff. Now everybody gonna think if that's how he is, there's people like that too. So I don't want to fuck with none of them. So it doesn't only make you look bad, it makes the people who you hang with look bad. Yep. So if you get salty, just go to the side, get some water, and then just wild thoughts. Just think of the wild thoughts you have in your head. And just
fuck are you talking about?
And also, lastly, they re-releasing Spyro 3, and I love Spyro.
Lamar.
Now for something.
That's not me. That's not
even the good version of that song. So you need to cut it off.
That's not me.
Cut that bitch off.
That's me. The radio came on. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, I'm gonna give my closing statements. I'm about to go play PUBG.
Yep.
But yes, shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to all the homies on the ELeague TV show. I look forward to watching it. I'll try to come to Combo Breaker, support your locals, take a shower, watch your girl.
Watch your girl.
Play the fighting games that you enjoy, regardless of the money involved. That's all I have to say.
Well, I would say Yusuf, but his ass ain't the fuck here.
Yusuf dim, so it's your turn, right?
He been gone for the longest. Anyway. Colin.
Oh, all right. Me first? All right. Well,
first. Nigga, really last.
Yo. No, I'm just saying, whatever. Anyway, I didn't make it here for I wasn't here for the friggin' the blow up with Kaba and Mena and all them. But I'm gonna just make a quick point, which is about the same as people who got shit to say about who's on ELeague. Mind y'all fucking business. Like at the end of the day, who's on ELeague don't have shit to do with you. If you was that great a personality, you would have been on the show. At the end of the day, there was two people who was affected by Kaba being close as shit and yelling, and you are not one of those people. He shouldn't have been that close, but you calling to punish him. You're not a fucking TO, probably. You're probably not a TO. Even if you are a TO, this probably wasn't your event because the people at NCR haven't said shit. And as far as the players affected, they have nothing. What happened there has nothing to do with you. So I don't know why everybody has to come out their face with a motherfucking opinion on something that has nothing to do with them. But at some point, it's like if you ain't got nothing nice to say, then just shut the fuck up, yo. Like, and mind your business. It's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but I also felt it was just somebody.
That's why you should have went before me, Rice.
I just think that it all came about because it was salty. Like,
people were salty. Goichi lost. People were salty that CJ Truth lost, and
his mom got at him.
His mom got in it, which was that was really like it was a really fucked up situation. But Kaba wasn't even the type of dude who like popped off on his mom or anything like that. Like he was just being hype, and he was too close. And that's a very simple, very teachable moment where it's like, dude, if you're going to get that hype, if you're going to be that loud, then all you got to do is stand back a few feet. And that's really, and everything would have been fine. But the fact that he didn't was disrespectful towards those two particular players. But everybody thinking they can just jump on Twitter and defend his honor or come at Kaba and all that, y'all either trolling like shit or Y'all are just being nosy because that couldn't have anything less to do with you. And even the players in question didn't come at like the Dominican Republic or come at MENA or any of that other nonsense. So you know, people being extra on the internet as usual. Mind your business. Shut the fuck up. ELeague, either watch it, or if you don't like those people, then don't watch it. But either way, it's probably going to be a good show. Either way, the picks that they made sense. And if you disagree, then you're probably either A, biased, B, salty, or C, both. So really, like just step off. People get on my fucking nerves sometimes.
I mean, so you can see your way out of it too.
Anyway,
yeah, Omega Squad leader, I'm out. Peace.
Anyway, good night, y'all. Pretty much Holland took what I was gonna say, but it doesn't matter. Good night, everyone. And stop with the bitch assness in the FDC, please.
Stop bitching.
Stop bitching. Anyway, good night. Deuces. See y'all in a couple weeks.